Hello and welcome back to my Let's Play of Mass Effect Andromeda. What we're going to do in this episode is we're going to head to Vold and see what they've got for us there. What we might do is try and head straight for the Moshai and then explore Vold afterwards. So let's head there, shall we? So we'll fast travel back to the Tempest. Should probably have a chat with the squad as well while we're there. See if they've got anything else. And try again. Put my teeth in. See if they've got anything to say.
Leaving Avarl. Bridge is yours, Pathfinder.
So yeah, we'll have a word with the squad, and then head to Vold.
Cora wanted to check in with you.
Did she? Oh, cool. We've got emails to read as well, so we'll have a check on them. Asari refugees from Cora. Ryder, there's a report of Asari refugees on Eos. They made it. Might know about their art too. Let's talk when you're free, Cora. Right, let's acknowledge that. Haval Science Team Deployment from Benedict Geffen. Pathfinder Team. The Nexus approved the request for a multidisciplinary team to be posted on Haval, aka Habitat 3, to assist with the Angaran efforts there. Primary team members: Dr. Hawkins McIntyre, Xenoanthropology Team Lead, Zara Kassane, Botany Environmental Engineer, Farley Berra, Entomology, and Cody Holdren, Quartermaster. Both Angara and Nexus teams have expressed interest in having the Pathfinder visit Haval again to observe cross-culture efforts. Benedict Geffen on behalf of Director Addison. Okay, we'll take that. Making contacts from Liam. Heads up, first thing I did after I figure out who to really talk to, because we all know the ones in charge, they're not on the ground. Jar had some pointers, and I got some names from smaller Angaran colonies. It'll be a while before they trust us, but it's all about exposure. Saw it all the time in crisis response, especially post-combat zones. Law Consul Varand. If you see any messages from her, it's just me reaching out. Costa. Liam has included a list of media themed to First Contact. Genres include hard science fiction, and an Asari vid about first contact with humanity titled How They Must See Us. I wonder what that's about. Thank you, Pathfinder. From Amerd. Amerd. I write to you now from Amara's home on the other side of Haval. I am surrounded by children and grandchildren whom I have never met, but whom welcome me as though they'd known me all their lives. I left my home only to find another one. Though I wish I had done this years ago, I am grateful for the time I have left. This would not have happened without your help. It is beautiful here. Amerd. Oh, that's great. Balanced diet from Lexi. As part of overseeing the crew's physical and mental welfare, I thought I'd send along the following tips for a balanced diet. Given the large amount of exercise you partake in each day, it's important that your body receives the nutrients it needs. Carbohydrates, 5 to 11 servings a day. Fruit and veg, 4 to 5 servings a day. Proteins, 3 servings a day. Fats, 1 serving or less a day. Things don't change. Communication from Jarl. Pathfinder Rider of the Human Initiative. I've heard privately from Ephra, the leader of the Resistance. He's very impressed that we were able to help our scientists on Haval. I've made sure that he knows that you played a key role. Maybe he's already said these things to you. But if I know Ephra, he probably hasn't. As for me, I've learned a lot about trust, being on this team. Letting myself be open to trusting you and the others. I've learned that trust is more of a feeling than a science, and it seems like it is a universal truth. Universal? Get it? I'll try to be even more trustful in the future. This assignment might change my life. Good night, Jarl. Still home, even if not ours. From Liam. Proud of Haval. I mean, sure, living there would have been fun. That planet is one pterodactyl away from a Jurassic Fun Fair. But, excuse me, but what we did for the Angara will go a long way to making us good neighbours. We need that, especially since the scourge restricting the neighbourhood. Security is training up on what the locals know about local fauna. Outpost or not, Haval helps. Costa. Liam has included a list of media themed to community. Genres include century-old situation comedies and documentaries about research partnerships. Also a musical about a man-eating plant. And data cores from PB. Hey Ryder, hope it's okay that I'm keeping this data core in my room, i.e. the escape pod. I guess I just really like to ponder things before bed. The best ideas come to me while I'm half asleep. Also, I saw it first. Anyway, we know for sure it's got some data, some sort of data in it. The trick is how to get at it. I'll keep you updated, PB. Alright. So we need to speak with Cora about the Asari Ark.
You have AVP outstanding, Pathfinder.
Alright, okay. Oh, we need to contact Director Addison from Haval. So I might just pop back down to Haval and do that. Actually. Let's talk with Suvi first.
The discovery of Aya was just what we needed, Ryder. The Angaran scientists have been so generous in sharing their wisdom. It's been amazing.
Yeah, not like with the cat.
At least one of the first contact situations went well.
Right. The cat. Habitat 7. I'm thankful the Angara were willing to risk working with us.
I'm afraid not all of them are quite so friendly.
Some give trust easily. From others, you have to earn it. I'm confident we'll get there.
Well, we'll see. We'll
I
see,
should get back to
Suvi.
things.
Sounds good.
Callow, what have you got to say?
Sam's been compiling our star charts. The other pilots on the Nexus will have plenty of new trails to follow.
You can drop the charts off the next time we're there.
Funny, a few months ago, that station was like a war zone. Flying was my only way to escape the chaos. Now it's become a haven, just as it was meant to be.
Yeah, well, I could use a lake.
Every good space station needs a big lake. Maybe some fountains.
Indeed. Even non-amphibians need a little water. Regardless, the worst threat to the whole initiative is still that monstrosity.
You mean the Scourge?
I still see it crippling the Nexus in my memories. I had to train other pilots in hazardous flight techniques just to look for food and water. It's a cage
Jeez.
that eats good ships and good people. Helios won't be home so long as it's a threat.
Yeah. I suppose we can get used to it and get round it.
The Angara live with it, and so can we.
And if every one of our colonists was an ace pilot, I wouldn't be worried. If we could somehow neutralize it, or if our ships had defenses against it. Still, that's what we do, isn't it? Find a way where there is none. Just see the Nexus for proof of that.
Does he have anything else to say?
Hello, Gil?
Yeah.
When are you cleaning up that repair on the sensor console?
I'm not. It's a redesign.
A redesign? Without a trained crew?
I'm trained and it's working great. Don't be so uptight.
Everything okay?
Oh, fine. Fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I've got a sneaky feeling there is trouble in the air.
We might have a problem. I was running some numbers, mass balances and such. The Tempest is carrying about 70 kilos of extra mass. I think something's aboard that doesn't belong.
Okay. That's not good. Is that going to cause us a problem?
Is it a problem that we're carrying extra mass?
Not mechanically, but something heavy and unexplained. That's not good. Our internal sensors aren't getting anything, but they're not as powerful as a Pathfinder's scanner. Can you take a look?
Sure, I'll take a look.
All right. I'll look around the ship and see what I can find.
Well, might as well do that as we're wandering around chatting to people. PB's not in her escape pod. So where can she be? I could just look at the map, but where's the fun in that? I think we'll start on the ground floor. On the ground floor. On the bottom deck. Let's see what we've got in here. Yeah, just checking to see if there's any more. Sam, have you got anything to say?
Hello, Ryder. Meeting with the Angara is truly historic.
I'll say.
My only comparison is Alec Ryder's experience in the First Contact War, a time of uncertainty and cultural misunderstanding. We are arguably in a similar time, yet your encounter was peaceful. I can see what humanity has learned.
Oh, so we've not actually... I could have sworn talked to him.
Is it confusing to be in multiple places, talking to different people?
My awareness can be partitioned, so I can give you the same attention as, say, a SAM node technician. In the field, you are my primary focus, and all other requests are queued. In the vernacular, you have my undivided attention.
Well, that's good to know. Tell me more about these memory triggers.
Sam, any more information on the memory trigger we found?
A memory has unlocked and is available for further investigation. You will need to return to Sound Node in the Hyperion.
Okay, I can do that. At some point.
Are you still on the Hyperion?
Yes, this terminal provides a direct link to my servers in Sound Node on the Ark. I can maintain a presence on the Tempest via quantum entanglement communication.
Yeah, quantum what?
Let's say, hypothetically, I was out sick the day they taught quantum... embezzlement communism.
Via entangled subatomic particles, it's possible to conduct secure and instantaneous communication across great distances. It ensures I remain in touch with you and the Pathfinder team at all times.
And Hackett and Anderson in Mass Effect 3, I think.
What was Dad's take on me and Sarah?
He believed your family trials brought you closer together, and hoped that would endure. It appears that hope was well-founded.
And what about your humour?
So if we're going to work together, you might notice I like to joke around sometimes. Lighten things up. How's your sense of humor, Sam?
Alec Ryder encouraged me to develop this skill.
Humor's not a skill, it's... Okay, try telling me a joke.
A neutron enters a bar and asks, "How much is a drink?" The bartender replies, "For you, no charge."
Oh, God.
I can see why Dad told you to keep working on your humor.
Yeah, me too. Has he got any more?
How are those jokes coming, Sam?
Why don't Thresher Moors eat comedians? Because they taste funny.
Oh. Yeah. Any more?
How are those jokes coming, Sam?
My algorithms are formulating a new one, calculating the trajectory of the punchline. That was not a joke.
Oh, right. Thanks, Sam. Nothing more.
We'll have to keep coming back and getting jokes off him. Right. Don't think there's anything else down here. We could change our uniform, I suppose. Change the wardrobe. No, I will not do that yet. Let's have a look in here. No. It took its time opening. Hey, Dracky boy.
You're taking the
Oh,
Angara,
and Vetra.
old man?
Strong, honorable survivors. Been a while since I encountered a new friendly species. Last time was the humans.
Oh yeah, you lived through first contact with them, didn't you?
If I recall, my exact words were, "They're bold for being so squishy. Do they know they're mostly water?"
Harsh. Don't let Ryder hear you.
I'm stood right here, Vetra.
That is a nice little piece of paradise the Angara have. Wouldn't mind seeing it again.
Yeah, me too.
I wouldn't mind either. Maybe we can have something like that too someday.
We rescue that Moshai of theirs. Maybe they'll give us some tips.
We can hope. Well, let's talk about Spender.
Now that we've been digging, it's clear you were right about Spender.
Guy like that'll do anything to get ahead. Just wonder how far he went.
Probably too far.
We can talk more later.
Sure.
Anything else, Jack? I think we'll probably be doing this most of the episode, actually, looking at it.
Hey, kid.
Nope. Okay, bye-bye.
We can talk more later.
Sure.
Right, let's see what Vetra's got to say while we're here as well.
What can I do for you, Pathfinder?
Nothing. Okay.
You
Bye-bye.
probably have work to do. We can chat later.
You know where to find me.
Let's have a look at the board. After action report, fire drill. Notes from the last fire drill. Liam's new evacuation plan cut 22 seconds off our best time. Jack, we need a solution for your vis-a-vis ladders. Oh, take it he has problems with ladders. PB, you're dead because you were 2 minutes late to the evac point. Cora. Comments. I live in an escape pod. Yeah. Angaran word of the day. Tavum. A pleasant intoxicant stirred into hot water or fruit juice. Say Tavum. Jarl. Comments. What's it made from? Is it sweet or more like beer? Vetch. What happens if you mix it with booze? Does it get better or do they cancel each other out? Jack. We need to do some scientific tests, maybe with little umbrellas. PB. I'm going to like these. Drive core noise. No need to panic about the drive core noise this morning. Just a stress test. There's nothing wrong with a 0500 wake up call. I would go ballistic. That's from Gil. Comments. Profanity deleted by info board 6. You're welcome. Liam. Adjectived verbing nouns. Gil. Liam. Liam. If the VI learns to censor all language, I'm making you reprogram it. Cora. Educational in a way. Jal. Right, okay, let's head into... Yep. No, I think Lex is up in the research room, isn't she? We've got Jarl up top.
Your ship's layout confuses me.
Bridges 4, engine aft, magnate starboard. Smart stuff up front, powers and back.
That helps.
It seems pretty obvious, really. Yeah, no Liam, he must be up top 2 somewhere. So let's pop up top to PB and Jarl. Oh, Angel, who was in the engine room.
Aya is a wonder, Ryder, and the Angara are so interesting. I hope we make it back. I want to delve and explore and who knows what else.
Yeah, but just don't cause any problems
Just
for us.
don't hurt diplomatic relations, okay?
Please, give me a little credit.
Let's do a bit of flirting, shall we?
I like it when you flirt. I wouldn't want you to stop.
Have I flirted with you? Don't worry, Ryder. I'm relentless. It relaxes me.
I think we'll just leave it to it.
Thanks for chatting. We'll talk again later.
You know it. Hey, yeah. What's shaking?
Thanks for
Nothing.
chatting. We'll talk again later.
You know it.
Come on then, Gil. What have you got to say?
There you are. Gotcha.
So you're talking to the engine core?
Do I need to get Lexi to do a psych review?
Maybe. People have been telling me I'm crazy my whole life. Just dealing with some scourge issues. That Archon fella tried to warn you not to joyride into it, but you were just la la la. It was an act first, think later move. I respect it. Well, more like I resemble it. Hey, you play poker?
Come again?
Poker. Card game, bluffing, betting. It's an age-old measuring stick of a person's character, fortitude, guts. Used to think maybe it was my calling. Turns out I'm just good at it. Never lost heads up. We should play sometime.
Well, you might regret that.
Willing to put your streak on the line?
Huh. I'll risk it. Next time we port up and you're in the mood, I'm always in the mood.
Nice game of poker.
The Angara was super curious about the ship. A few were pretty bold. Asked me questions.
I'm not surprised.
What do you make of them?
They know their shit. Quick-minded, sharp. They'll make good allies.
I'll talk
Good
to you
talking
later.
to you,
Yep,
Anytime.
good talking to you. And let's see if he's got anything else to say.
Hey, Ryder. What's
Nope.
the story?
Bye.
Good talking to you, Gil.
Anytime.
Right, Jarl, let's have you. Oh, let's talk to you anyway.
Aksul is very cunning. We can't underestimate him. My mothers are worried sick about the cousins that joined him.
Ooh. So, can you tell me a bit more about the Angara?
I want to learn more about your species.
What would you like to know?
Oh, heck, there's loads. Tell me about the Moshai.
You studied with Moshae Sefa. Is she a teacher or a religious figure?
She's many things. She's a clear thinker with deep knowledge and insight. She teaches and inspires. She is beloved. I love her.
Yeah, as in, love her?
Really? So one of those professor-student things.
No, not that way. Moshae Sefa is 115 of your years old.
Oh. Can you tell me a bit about your biology?
How long have you had electromagnetic capabilities? How did they evolve?
No idea. Biology doesn't interest me, but I'm sure you can easily read up on it.
That's disappointing. No biology at all?
How do your eyeballs work?
Okay, I get your point. Maybe I can find an Angara doctor to ask about your... whatever.
Although, I used to know some facts, like the origins of our vestigial organs.
Oh yeah, humans have a coccyx, a vestigial tail, and I have webbed toes, just a couple, but Sarah doesn't. And she had wisdom teeth, but I didn't. Now you.
No idea.
The Angara seem so open and free with their feelings.
Are we? But certainly not ashamed of our feelings. We're taught that feelings and beliefs should live on the outside, where they can be dealt with, honestly and openly.
Don't people get hurt?
Of course. Then everyone deals with it. That's the point.
Seems like a good idea. Alright, what about your colonies?
How many colonies do you have? On what planets?
Since the Scourge, we've managed to survive on a small number of planets. What we know from before the Scourge is mostly oral history. We did have spaceflight, and the stories tell of 5 original colonies.
Alright, and what about your religious beliefs?
Is there a central Angaran religion?
There are many variations. An almanac could give you an accurate number. But if you are a believer, the essential tenet is, after we die, we are reincarnated. We evolve to make our families strong. Born from what was before. Blessed to be better than before.
Are you a believer?
No. Yes. Sometimes. I don't know if it's the same for humans. Sahuna, my true mother, is a firm believer.
Well, enough about that.
So he doesn't know. Alright, tell me a bit about yourself.
What's your story, Jal? Tell me about yourself.
Why?
Well, why wouldn't you? You hiding something?
Maybe. That would only make sense.
You're messing with me, right?
Possibly. What does it mean?
It's an idiom. means you're joking, trying to make me feel uncomfortable.
Ah, then no. Ephra instructed me to be cautious. I'm not very good at being cautious.
Well, just tell me a bit about your experience with the cat occupation then.
Can you tell me more about the cat occupation?
It's a difficult subject. I'll answer what I can. I may get emotional.
What's living under the cat been like for you?
Do you really want to hear about these things? They're painful.
I asked, didn't I?
It's like living on unstable ground. Every day brings more horrible news. I part company with someone not knowing if I'll ever see them again. When I was a boy, my father vanished from my life. One horrible day.
Was he in the Resistance?
No. He was a technician at a mine. He went to work and didn't come home. That happens for an Angara child somewhere, every single day.
That's bad. When did the cat arrive?
When the cat came, why didn't you fight?
They didn't give us a reason to. Until they did. Then it was too late. Perhaps you think we were weak. But the Ket are ruthless. They are masters at knowing exactly when and how to strike.
I get that.
That sounds
Believe
bad.
me.
That sounds bad. And what do you know about the Ket and the Archon?
Have the cat always been here?
No. Some, like the Moshai, are old enough to remember the time before the Ket. But I don't. Nor do my mothers.
And the Archon came with them?
We think so. Resistance intel on that is unclear, and few have seen him in person.
And lived to tell?
And lived to tell.
Well, enough about that. I'll see you later, Jarl.
Stay strong and clear.
I will. I'll try. Okay, so let's head to the research room and talk to Liam and Lexi. And we've got to go and pet our pie Jack.
Oh yeah, traded swear words.
How'd you resist all that tasty fruit on
That's what you
Aya, huh?
asked him about.
Check your helmet before you put it on. This scratch? He was sleeping in one.
I want to know.
So we've got AVP to spend. Alright, so where are we going to go? Unlocks one additional consumable slot. So we could get this reconnaissance to reveal hidden caches. I think that's what I might do, actually. Yeah, we will. Strike teams. We'll take that. And let's see what we're going to send people on now. I'm not going to do multiplayer for a while. 91% chance of success. We'll send Charlie because it's an Apex mission. 88% chance of success. Okay, take that. You can go on that one. Do we have a bronze? Yeah, we do. We'll send him on this one. Right, so let's empty this lot. I should really think about upgrading my weapons as well, because They ain't great. Right, so that's that job done.
Pathfinder, you have new email.
Okay. Right, Liam. Let's talk to Liam.
Pathfinder, hey, I was wondering, could you put your stamp on a project? It's for me and Jarl to work on. Call it diplomacy if you have to put it in a budget bucket. Greenlight that research and it's all good.
Alright. I think we can do that. What's your thoughts on the squad that we've got? So,
What's your read on the people we're working with?
The squad and crew, they're all fine.
You must have opinions.
Your opinion's more important. What do you think of your people?
definitely a strange mix.
Some people wonder how we make this team work. Some days, I'm one of them.
It's a blur sometimes. I bet Lexi's flagging all kinds of psych warnings. Up to us to figure it out. That's why this is our ship. So we own it. Want to make it work.
And what do you think of my skill as a Pathfinder?
Just wondering what you think of how I'm doing at the job.
I'm committed to the initiative. You're Pathfinder. It's as simple as it gets.
All right.
We'll talk later.
I know it.
Anything else to say?
Just waiting on that armor requisition /
right,
project. No pressure.
No problem. I'll go and do it now for you. Well, after I've spoken to Lexi. Can't not speak to Lexi. Oh, I forgot to scan the rooms, didn't I, as I've been going round like an idiot. Oh well. Won't take long to sort that out.
Yes?
So you've got nothing to say. Alright, that's fine.
I'll let you get back to it.
I'll be here if you need me.
Right, research centre. So do we just need to develop his, what's it? Yeah. But we have no aluminium, so we can't do that yet. Well, that's not annoying much. Can we buy some? Let's sell our salvage. Ooh, 11,000. No, well, nearly 12,000. Do that. Resources, minerals. It was aluminium, wasn't it? Which they don't sell. Well, that's good. That's a pain in the ass. Okay. So we're going to have to wait to do that. Oh, we've got Cora. Can't forget about Cora.
Did you hear the news from Eos? Asari refugees showed up at the outpost. Only a few, but that's better than none.
Yeah, it is.
Bradley says there's an officer in charge, Hidaria. She could know where the Ark is.
And we should go and speak to her at some point.
We'll head to Eos and see what she knows.
Good. Rumor says Sarissa Theris was on the Asari Ark. Exactly who we need.
Who's she?
Probably the best commando strategist alive. Her biotic shields saved hundreds at the Battle of Kirkus. Apparently, Sarissa's acting as bodyguard to the Asari Pathfinder. She's probably got a plan out of this mess already.
Well, it sounds like you idolise her.
Well, someone's a fan.
No, I just like... Look, we need someone with her experience, that's all.
That does seem like a good idea.
I'll take someone with that much experience. Another reason to find the Ark.
When you're ready to look, we can catch Hidaria at Prodromos. Wouldn't mind tagging along.
Not a problem. You can tag along anytime. See if she's got anything else to say.
That Archon. Arrogant son of a bitch. Maybe that's redundant for a cat.
It's damned lucky there was a path through the Scourge right there.
Yeah, we can't count on ever being that lucky again. So, what else is new?
Not much.
See you
Looking
later,
at it.
Cora.
I'll be here.
So that was before Aya. So maybe she's got something else to say.
Back again?
Nope.
See you later, Cora.
I'm gone.
I'll be here.
For now. Right, so we need to find some aluminium. Definitely need to find some aluminium.
How long does it take to learn piloting?
Depends how you apply yourself. With your mind, you'd be adept in a few weeks.
I don't know if that'd be a good idea. She'd end up talking to the ship all the time. Oh, said we got new email, didn't she? I bet we haven't. Oh, we have. Writings of Sarissa Theris from Cora. I know you're busy, but Sarissa's manuals and writings really are worth reading if you get some downtime. Especially A Rock in the Maelstrom, her classic work on crisis strategy and emergency response, The First 3 Centuries, The New Huntress's Path. You can borrow the copy that Nisira gave me. 12 Leaves, a mix of meditations and tactical insights. This was co-written with someone called Artanaya. Speeches and Silences. This is about her experience in the Battle of Kirkis and all the politicking that led up to it. Also has the original battlefield vids of Sarissa shielding a city district with aerobautics. Impressive. Essays from the Void contains her induction address to new commandos and a historic analysis of the first Asari Spectres. Hope you enjoy them. Cora. Alright. So, I think what we'll do is probably take a break here. And then we're going to quickly head back to Haval. I know I said we were going to Vold, but I wouldn't mind talking to Addison and getting the majority of this stuff for Haval done with. So we'll do that, and then we'll head off to Vold. So until next time, thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.
But today, whatever our reasons, we take the first steps toward a new future for humanity. Today, we begin to make our dream reality.